Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another lovely Tuesday. Well, how is it raining in your side? Because in my side, it has been raining continuously. To this extent, I know that farmers are really grateful for this rain, but I think it's getting too much. But that's by the way. Today we have interesting trending issues, ranging from politics to lifestyle to entertainment and lots more on the randoms. And of course, in the studio, I have Ogochukwu with me, and I don't even know how we got to do this. We are kind of opposite of each other. She's wearing white and I'm wearing black.
I don't. An angel.
So what would I call myself?
I caught you off guard.
You called me off guard. What would I call myself now?
I don't know. Call yourself whatever.
But you look really pretty on your white. In this rainy season, you're wearing white.
What happened?
I don't know, but it's just weird to see people.
To stain my white.
To stain your white.
Nothing can stain my white. Not even the current happenings right now or
that can stain your white.
Nothing. My white will ever remain shining.
Of course. The federal government has arraigned End Bad Governance protesters who had been arrested in Abuja, Kaduna, Kano, and Gombe before a federal high court in Abuja. The defendants, who were charged with treasonable felony, which carries the death penalty and accusations of a plan to destabilize Nigeria, were brought to the court amidst tight securities. The 10 persons who were arraigned before Justice Emeka Nwite, I don't know if I pronounced that name correctly, Nwite, okay, of the Federal High Court pleaded not guilty to all the 6 court charges preferred against them by Kayode Egbetokun, the Inspector General of Police. The protesters were accused of acting in consent and conspiring to destabilize the country to commit a felony. Some of the End Bad Governance protesters have been remanded in Kuje Correctional Center after being charged with treason. Justice Emeka Nwite of the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja ordered that they remand pending the hearing and ruling on their bail application slated for September 11th, 2024. That's a huge one. I'm trying to understand why you would say they are not guilty, but you still remand them in prison until the stipulated date that they scheduled for them.
First of all, I really want to even ask a question. What exactly were their offense? Because I know a lot of persons came out for End Bad Governance protest that was slated, I think it was August 1st down to 10th of August 2024 this year. And I'm asking why these persons, what exactly were their crimes? One would want to know why they were asked to, why they were arrested in the first place. And if you look at it again, now, they released some persons earlier after the arrest. I think there are some journalists that were released and some persons also that were released. But why are these ones really taking so much time
to be released?
You get to be released. Like they have pleaded not guilty
that's even the
and
shocking
then you
part.
are still holding them in custody. So why exactly are you holding
really
them in custody?
According to the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, he said they were conspiring against the country, and it's really laughable because what they did, or at least what we saw, was that it was just like a peaceful protest. I think they were part of the organizers, are also they are among those persons that they arraigned in court and all of that. So I would say their crime is the fact that they were organizers of the End Bad Governance, and the rest of the persons were part of the protest. But conspiring against the country, I don't know how they do their things, but I don't see any conspiracy there. I don't see any, it's just so funny, really.
My mom will always say, when someone steals from the pot, the person might be so clean enough not to leave any traces like oil or whatever, but you who now dip your hand in oil, maybe because you are trying to serve oil somewhere, becomes the thief. Because you are the person that they are seeing oil in your hand. Now, what I'm trying to say in essence is, these are not the only persons that came out for the End Bad Governance protest. And I think these are not the only organizers of this protest. And if you are saying they are protesting, they are trying to paint the government bad, or they are trying to bring down the government, I don't think you're being fair on the side of the people, because I think the only thing that made them come out was we do not want bad governance to continue in the country.
Exactly.
You understand? So
and the hunger
yes,
and all of that, the
and
hardship,
insecurity,
yes,
and fuel scarcity,
yes,
and all of that. So where exactly in their hashtag or in their protest did they say we want to protest against the government because we don't like the government? Like or we're trying to bring down the country.
Against the government, want to conspire to,
we are all
and all
in
of
this
that.
country, and whatever the End Bad Governance protest did was to try to, curb down the rate of bad governance in the country. Let our voice be heard. Please, the government, hear our voice. This is what we do not want. This is what we want. So I don't think arresting them was really fair on the side of the people, because there are so many persons who came out for these things. So if you really want to arrest them, you have to arrest a lot of persons.
Exactly.
I'm sure over 1,000, like they were in thousands in different states that came out for end bad governance protests.
Yeah.
So if you are still holding these ones in custody, I don't think the government is being fair. So please, they have pleaded not guilty several times. I think it is fair on their part to release them and they go about their businesses. Yeah. And I'm sure the government should be meeting up to some of their demands by now, maybe concerning fuel scarcity or food inflation. I remember my mom said she went to the market some days back and she found out that some things were getting cheaper. And I told her maybe it's because of the rain. Farmers, like you said earlier, farmers are really happy this period.
Constant raining and
constant raining. Like we have groundnut right now, we have maize, we have some other things already out, we have tomatoes and some other things. So some things are cheaper right now in the market. So, and again, maybe government has put some different measures to make sure that the prices of some commodities reduce very well to a barest minimum, so that the masses can actually buy food and eat and stay alive to fight for other things.
Exactly.
So back to the end governance, the protesters that were arrested, I think it's high time we look into it, and please, they should be released from prison.
Yeah, they should be released.
They were only fighting for a good government.
Exactly. Well, they've scheduled September 11th for their, I think, their second hearing and probably their bail. So let's just cross our fingers and hope that, well, it's a positive, we'll get a positive outcome from that hearing. Moving on, Big Brother Naija Season 4 winner Mercy Ike has opened up about her experiences following the Brazilian butt lift surgery she underwent in 2018. The Brazilian butt lift surgery she underwent in 2018. In a recent interview, Ike revealed that she opted for the procedure due to the trend and peer pressure, despite having a slim body. She said, quote and unquote, "I was really scared when I wanted to do it. I didn't tell my mom because I didn't want anybody to discourage me. So it was me and two of my other friends. We planned it, paid, and we did it together." Wow. You see, we all know that Mercy did surgery. It's visible. She has talked about, for people that watch Big Brother Naija, she made mention of it first in the show, and so everybody is aware that she did her body, but nobody knew this side of the story, that she did it because of peer pressure and all of that. It's actually good that she's coming out now to talk about it, because I feel like it will open the eyes of other younger ones that want to go for that surgery. And I believe that obviously she's not saying the whole story. She most likely she's having negative effect of the surgery that she did, but she might, since the question wasn't thrown to her, she might not say that, but she's just telling you what she feels, and she's telling you what made her, the steps, why she took the step, what exactly made her to do that. So what do you think about this?
Peer pressure has made a lot of youth, a lot of teenagers, a lot of people do things that they are not supposed to do. Like you said she didn't tell her mother because she knows her mother was going to kick against it.
Exactly.
Now, BBL, the Brazilian butt lift, comes with its own caution, or after effects.
Definitely.
That is not good to human health.
Yes.
Like some of them are implants that are very, very unhealthy to the body, and some of them they'll tell you liposuction, you take out fat from the stomach and like put in the butt. But and now there are some fats that God knows why he put the fats there in your stomach and not in your butt, by the way. There are some fats that they'll tell you that are unhealthy fats They have unhealthy fat and they have healthy fat. Now you're taking out fat from the stomach and you're putting it in your butt. And remember, what I know about BBL is that you have to go, I think, either yearly or monthly or so for checkup and enhance it and try to package it. And I have seen situations of people's butt lift being destroyed, like broken.
Of course, yes. Some will fall, and
there was one time. I think the Big Brother Nigeria, the All-Star season. She was part of it.
Okay.
And someone wrote in the comment section, "Mercy, pack your butt is falling."
Are you serious?
You understand? Yes, because it was looking terrible. Then it was looking like it was going to fall down. I don't even know how to explain it. But then it was more like it was going to fall down at any time. So you have to go and lift it up or enhance it. Maybe it's been long she went for checkup. So she was already getting the disadvantages of the butt lift. So the only thing I'm going to say, please do not damage your body. Do not damage your body. A lot of us are being pressured to do things that we do not want to do. Exactly. It is not healthy, and do not do it. You are going through pains. You stay in the hospital for
weeks.
Weeks. You can't eat, you can't walk, you can't do anything on your own. You just have to lie there, just bandage your body until you're Lazarus. And
why? Oh God.
No, I have to say that, because I have seen a video. I think Mommy of Lagos, Bobrisky, when he did his own, when he allegedly did his butt, the way they wrapped him, and he was like the walking stick, he couldn't lift his feet.
I can imagine.
It was really, really heavy. So I don't see the reason why you want to do something like that. So it's not healthy. So why not just stay away from it and please give yourself rest. Peer pressure. But please give yourself rest.
And we didn't even talk about the fact that they can actually even, die from it, because not all persons that do the butt lift or the liposuction is actually as lucky as others that have done it. Recently there's this case of a lady that died from the liposuction. Is that liposuction or the Brazilian butt lift? Either of the two, I'm not very sure about it. Okay. And the doctor is currently on the run. Like, she's on the run. I don't know if they've arrested her now, but she's on the run. And this lady died from that procedure that she went through. Also, this Dr. Anu, she's dead now, late Dr. Anu. She did a surgery for another lady, and the lady died. Dr. Anu I think it's so much messed with her and mental health and everything, because she was suffering between going to prison and, between prison and her house, and she wasn't comfortable because they were always inviting her to the police station, come and give statement. Why did this happen? And it really told on her health and her mental health, and now she's dead. Oh my goodness, and all of that. It's really sad. It's really sad. I think the young lady should understand that, in as much as you might not be built as your star ladies, because I really don't know what people want. We have different body shapes. We have different body sizes and all of that. If you need to, and I think it starts with the mind. You need to accept yourself.
You have to love yourself.
Exactly, you need to love you, because if you don't love yourself, there's nothing anybody will tell you. They could tell you the procedure will kill you now. You don't want to believe it. You just want to go through that knife and get yourself.
The funny part, Sharon, the funny part is that the fat will not stop growing.
Oh,
that's the funny part. So you really have to be on diet, like a very serious
I think
diet.
You need to also eat the gym, like
a lot of times. And you need to go for
checkup,
different checkups.
So forever you'll be shuffling between hospital and wherever you are.
Forever. So far you keep that. There was one time Nancy Isime, people were complaining, oh, your butt lift, one buttock is a bit bigger than the other. Why not you do? And we realized that when she came back from her summer break, I think last year or early this year, I think, or she went for a holiday, not really summer break, by the way. She went for a holiday, and when she came back, it's like she pulled it off, and she was looking beautiful. The tall,
like the normal
5'11" feet, beautiful Nancy we know. She was looking really healthy. So why not we just all adopt it and just love our body and do your thing? You will not stop being
Ogochukwu, you know something? I don't know about some other persons, but I think a majority of ladies can actually tell if this person did a liposuction or did a butt lift. I think what is the idea behind that butt lift and liposuction is to enhance your body and look so beautiful. But people know that you actually went under the knife, you actually did that procedure. So what is the need for that? When people know that, oh, this is not how you are built. and you keep being judged always and all. Well, that's even by the way. I'm glad Mercy Ike came out to say the reason why she did a butt lift. You could at least pick one or two lessons from what she had said. We'll be going on a short break now, and of course when we return we have another trending issues to discuss with you, so stay tuned. Well, welcome back. If you are just joining us now, this is Randoms O'Clock, and I and Ogochukwu, we just finished discussing the the issue of the protesters that were arraigned in court, and now they are currently their second reading would
come up in September 11th.
September 11th.
Yes.
Pardon me, September 11th. That's next week, Monday. And we also talked about Mercy Ike. She came out to tell the public the reason why she did a Brazilian butt lift. So if you're just tuning in now, just rewind a little and get to be up to date on that issue we just discussed. Chidima, the lady that just won Miss Universe Nigeria 2024, Chidima Vanessa Adeshina, has emerged as Miss Universe Nigeria 2024. The popular Chidima, who entered the Miss South African 2024, became top 11 finalist, and she was bullied out by South Africans online. If you were following the trend, you know that she was bullied in like a massive number of South Africans where she was bullied terribly because of her identity. Says she was not a true South African because her father is a Nigerian, her mother is from Mozambique, and there were alleged issues concerning her mother's identity. They said the mother stole a South African woman's identity and all of that. Yeah. Well, she left the South African contest. She came to Nigeria. She joined the pageant and she won the Miss Universe Nigeria 2020. Well, I can, of course, we are glad and we are happy that Chidima was at least able to get the crown. Who knows if she had not, pulled out from the Miss South African 2024 pageant, she most likely would have gotten that crown. So I think I'm even at peace knowing that she was invited by the Nigerian Universe Nigeria, yes, if I'm not mistaken, to join the pageant, and she got a crown. Well, a lot of persons says she's not deserving of it. Others are congratulating. I'll let Ogochukwu fill us up on that through the social media. So.
Yes, before I even dive into the social media comment from X, I really want to say that how did she move? Because this Miss South Africa whole thing started, I think, we talked about it 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. And then she moved down to Nigeria, and then she joined the contestants there in Miss Universe Nigeria. And I'm asking myself, this short time, did she even join to do any of the rehearsals they did? When did she get her form? When did she fill it? When was she accepted and all of that? I'm really, really concerned. But then that's not me to say. I will move on to comments in X. So join us as we read our comments from X. So this first one is coming from Arrain Song. I think Arrain Song is a South African. And he or she said, so the other contestant worked hard for nothing, only for a fraud to come and steal their crown in front of them. Okay, that's a bit harsh, Arrain Song. So this next one is coming from Melelo Fongs. He says, congratulations to Chichi, bring it back to SA, girl. Okay, these are South Africans, by the way.
Oh, wow, nice.
Okay, this is coming from Pan Nigeria. It's a kangaroo crowning. Where is the transparency of process? She was invited after selection has been done. It is painful they made the other girls look useless after ongoing grilling, selection, and training process. Shame on the organizers and every person supporting the charade.
Oh, you actually said that.
This is what I was talking about earlier. Okay, the next one is coming from Money. Money says, congratulations to her, but we all know she will win. It's more like an arranged. It's more like a
because she got the PR she needed from the South African and Nigerian saga and the bullying.
Aside from PR, I think it's more like a compensation. Okay, you went there, they bullied you. Let's give this crown. Just go.
Exactly.
Go,
but are we going to displace grace? You know what? Let me just let you finish.
Okay, you are saying okay. Let's go on to the next comment. This is coming from Peter M.A. And Peter M.A. is saying that's where actually she belongs. She just taking chances to contest Miss South Africa. The next one is coming from Emmy Elect. Emmy Elect says, home or abroad, you are beautiful. You are a true winner. We are proud of you. Now, this is the last comment coming from Blacks in Particular. And Blacks in Particular says, I'm very, very happy for this girl. Our xenophobic brothers and sisters will not sleep tonight. This girl will be going places while our people will be here eating pap in Soweto. I'm sure this is coming from a South African. This is coming from a South African.
Well, sorry to cut you. I think I must comment that seeing that some South Africans are rooting for the fact that she won the Miss Universe Nigeria, it's really suiting to the soul, knowing that, you guys now probably they realize, okay, we shouldn't have done this to this girl. And it's just good seeing a quite number of them, saying they are glad that she won this Miss Universe Nigeria. I just hope that it's really genuinely from their heart, and it's not like in a way they are not trying to like spite her to say, oh well, thank God you didn't win the South African, we are just glad you won the Nigeria, so stay there and all of that. Well, it's a good step.
Well, I still think that everybody cannot be bad. For the fact that everyone is going left doesn't mean that everyone really go left.
Exactly.
I'm sure some persons will decide to go right. So definitely some persons wholeheartedly really support her and want her to win the Miss South African thing before the whole chaos. But then her win is still somehow, to me, I still feel like we should be happy for her. Then we should just be happy.
What do you have in your mind to say?
Honestly, I just feel like the time was so short. She was disqualified 2 weeks ago and she just came from nowhere and she won. So the time was really, really short. So that was more like a compensation. But then what are we to say? Congratulations, Chidinma. We love you so well.
Of course,
from Nigeria.
Of course.
You are our own. So definitely you are accepted. So that's just it for our tweets on X. And do not forget, Randoms is coming for you from Global Television NG. So just in case you missed out on today's own, do not worry. You can go on YouTube to catch up again. On YouTube is Global Television NG. Just search for Randoms, please, and watch all your favorite shows, including up-to-date and in-depth analysis of the news.
Exactly. Thank you, Ogochukwu. Well, I would just say, just to wrap it up, I'm super glad that Chidinma won that contest. And I said something before I said you should continue reading. I said we should not displace grace. Or maybe I'm just the one thinking now, but really, I feel like it was, maybe she wouldn't have won that Miss South African 2024. And because of the bullying, she got to win the Miss Universe Nigeria. And
we like
I'm
votes.
super, we do. We actually do. And I guess that, let's not even downplay that she really got pity votes. She really got pity votes, and regardless of that, I think she deserves it.
She is beautiful.
No, she is, and she did well.
A mother.
Oh yeah, she says she's a divorcee, and she's also a mother.
Pretty, with
that body being,
I think I have to go work on myself. I might miss one thing someday. You never can tell.
No, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. So Chidinma, we are rooting for you. We like the fact that you won Miss Universe Nigeria. It shows that if you are casted down one place, you can actually rise up in another place. So that's exactly what I feel about this. Well, this is the end of Randoms. This episode on Randoms for today. Do not forget that Randoms, we air it every Tuesday by 6:30 p.m. So always tune in to get updates on trending issues, of course, ranging from politics to lifestyle to entertainment and lots more. At this junction, I and Ogochukwu, we are saying bye-bye.